It's working? Alright, hi! Hello, Mateja. Nice to see you. For some reason, to me, the delay is really, really high, and I'm trying to figure out how to deal with that. I'm pretty sure you do that in the settings. Stream settings, here we go. I'm afraid to say that I'm not really sure how to change it right now. Hey Devron, nice to see you. Now the delay is going to be absolutely ridiculous, so I'm going to try to use the power of ChatGPT to see if I can solve this. I do have the latency to ultra low, but it doesn't seem to be helping right now. That is very frustrating. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do. I guess we just have to live with it. Don't worry about the delay. That's very nice of you guys to say. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go with it, and there's gonna be a 15-second delay. It's just, it is what it is. We are playing Europa Universalis 5. Brand new game. I have played a total of like 7 hours of this game. Not a lot, but a little bit. Rather than suffer the least damage to religion and the service of God, I would lose all my status and 100 lives, if I had them. For I do not propose to be a ruler of heretics, said King Philip II of Spain in a letter to Pope Pius V. The game is a little bit janky right now, but I haven't had any crashing problems, so that is something. Now, basically gonna have to treat this as like, I guess, a recording, and then as you guys speak, I'll just have to answer slowly. But today we are playing as Sweden, I'm quite sure. I'm just gonna check the poll real quick as well. I think the big thing is that I have a 1440p screen, and I am streaming at 1080, but maybe because I'm, you know, if there's latency, I may as well do it. Okay, it's locked, 1080. That sucks. I was figuring if I'm gonna get the latency anyways, may as well stream at like 1440. Yeah, Sweden won pretty overwhelmingly with 51% of the vote, so that is what we're going to play. The next Ottoman video, Devron, will be coming out on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Monday. I haven't quite decided yet, but one of those 2 days. There's actually a new version of Europa Universalis 5 right now. So the game that I uploaded, episode 1 and 2, I had to redo it all. But I managed to do that in just a single episode. You know, the Ottomans are really strong, and they have a lot of things going on, while Sweden, in comparison, more population, but we have a terrible ruler, and there are not the same routes for either expansion or money. So it's kind of crazy that we're playing in Sweden. But I am going to do so, and I may as well play on Iron Man mode as well, right? Like, there's no point in doing anything else. At least we didn't get one of the native countries. I feel like playing as Tenochtitlan could have been theoretically like kind of fun. They have 97,000 people. You could kind of create like the Aztec Empire ahead of time. If you conquer all of this region, you get a pretty powerful nation. But today we are playing as Sweden. We're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, sure. Sweden Iron Man mode. Let's see if we can get any of the amazing achievements that one can get. The Kingdom of Sweden. Let's just read this. The Kingdom of Sweden is a feudal kingdom under the rule of King Magnus VII of Bjelbo, who holds the crown of Norway. The Kingdom of Scania was bought from the impoverished Danish just a few years ago. Our territory is vast but sparsely populated, and mostly covered by dense forests. Deep in these woods, riches of iron and copper remain hidden, waiting to be used to enrich our country. Our kingdom currently faces grave challenges. Fallout from our recent clash with the mercantile power of the Lord Republic Vikelio of Novgorod over Ingria. So right here, I guess. Maybe here as well. Meanwhile, the Kingdom of Denmark and the Teutonic Order control most of the lands to the south, lands that we could govern and exploit with much more finesse. Sweden is positioned to be one of the foremost nations in the world. Will we be able to defeat our challenges, take our rightful place of power, and establish the Dominum Maris Belacti, the dominion over the Baltic Sea? I think we can do that. No, I mean, we have a terrible ruler. 16, 5, and 26. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, here we are. King Magnus. And our sister is married to the Count of Mecklenburg right now. Stealing power from the nobles feels great in the game. Yeah, we have a Nov ruler. That's right, Devron. I'm not that good at stealing power from the nobles right now. I'm kind of bad at it, to be honest. But we are going to go with, I think, autocracy. Just for the crown power immediately. That's gonna help a bit. And then after that, I think maybe diplomatic traditions would be pretty good, just because we have the Norwegians as a vassal. But I could also go with the trade office network to try and get some more trading capacity. I think that would be better in the long run. But I think I'll go diplomatic traditions for now. What do you guys think about that? Let me know, and while you guys give me feedback over that, I am going to mint some coins, probably. I cannot tax the clergy. That's annoying. We got the peasants, which I can tax. All good. The cabinet, I can only appoint 2 ministers. I got Stian Holmgersson, who's pretty good. 76. And 81. We have only one other admin guy, but we have a decent diplo and a decent military. This guy is priest, and this guy is a priest. So we're making the priests really powerful. Yeah, this guy is the best at everything else, so I guess it's priest o'clock. This guy is pretty good at diplo, but not anything else. I mean, I feel like this is gonna make the priests really powerful. F1. Quite powerful. What do you guys think about the reforms? I'm thinking diplomatic traditions, as I said. Any opinion on that? What are we gonna do in terms of diplomacy? We are part of the Catholic Church. Doctrines, papal authority, socioeconomic laws, state laws, and religious laws. Priests cannot marry. Alright. A lot of different members. We have all these different holy sites. And I mean, most of these, aside from the Holy City of Jerusalem, is controlled by the Christians. We can open the economy panel. I do wonder if we can do anything there. We can automate trade, automate production methods. We have quite a bit of money to start off with, 222. So let's go to Stockholm. We have 19,000 subsistence farmers right now. This is a town, not a city. This is in the province of Uppland. That's a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping it was going to be in the province of Södermanland. The reason being, you basically want to have like one city in each town. So having Uppsala as a city would be like really nice, because that's where I'm from. But I guess we'll just have to focus on making, I guess, Nyköping a town. Then maybe Västerås. It's part of Västmanland. And then Göksholm. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to make the province capitals the different cities. Alright, so what can we build? I'm gonna let a month tick by first. Incompetent ruler, yeah. A bunch of RGOs are missing. We need to research stuff. Are there any filters that we can show? No. Institution growth sounds pretty good. Although getting a burger literacy sounds really good. In fact, doing this is very good. RGO size in rural, I guess, would be fine afterwards. Why not? And then the institution growth. Diplomatic capacity sounds decent. Army tradition is always good. Stability. And then religion. I guess that is our tech situated. Inefficient minting is fine. And I guess that's kind of it. We just need to do some cabinet actions. So this guy is amazing at everything. This guy is amazing at everything but admin. So we have develop province, encourage migration, support new farms in the north or east. Sounds pretty good. Population growth plus 2%. Sounds very nice. Let's head up to Västerbotten. Yeah, we'll do that. Great. You, meanwhile, assimilate pops, expel people. Let's settle tribesmen in Västmanland. There we go. These are our 2 actions right now. We could do an additional government reform. I guess I'll go for a diplomatic tradition, because no one else has said anything else. And I want my subjects to be very loyal. And we are a fair bit stronger than they are. Friendly actions. Let's start improving opinion of them. Right there. And we're also going to improve opinions with Skåne. Great. That will help. It would also be good to ally. We'll do that. We're going to rival the Danish. Yes, possible rival. Obviously the Danish. They actually sort of like us, but we don't like them. And then I guess we will rival the Muscovites, perhaps? The Golden Horde hates us, but we are much weaker than them. Yeah, we'll rival the Muscovites and Vladimir. I'm not really sure where. Oh, it's all the way over there. Sure. We don't like you guys. Archio's missing a competent ruler. I think that's kind of it. What are the biggest needs right now? Fur. Getting fine clothes, or fine cloth, would be really good, actually. Can I build this in Stockholm? I can actually do so. Alright, that is interesting. Well, I guess I'll do that first. And I'm also gonna need some other buildings. Let's see. The biggest thing is I want like a chancellery, and for that I need the fine cloths. So that's what I'm getting that right now. And I guess we just unpause. Yes, rivalry declared, that's fine. While we wait, Uppsala, we have a pretty sizable amount of control. Tax base everywhere is terrible. Our control in Uppsala is 81, so I will improve the RGO right there. And I will also improve... Let's see, building cost. Profit per level, 0.42. This has a higher profit, as does the clay, I think. Not by much. Still, it's something. I'll expand the clay here. There we go. Building is missing inputs. Yeah, we need more clay, apparently. We're getting it here in Södermanland. Denmark has given a guarantee to Sweden subjects. Okay. Not really sure what that's about. The economy is doing okay. We can actually mint more money. Great. They're happy. These guys are, I guess, sort of happy. The tribes are sort of happy. Vladimir has made us a rival, and Muscovy's made us a rival, and whoever that is has made us a rival. I'm in the year 1337. It will only go downhill from there, Mikael. Nice to see you. And yes, it's all going to go downhill because the Black Plague is going to come sometime. Right now, we have a completely incompetent ruler. Magnus the Fourth. He is basically stupid. From 0 to 100, he has 16, 5, and 26. Meanwhile, the Danish crown is ruled by this guy. He's actually really good at admin. 69. Nice. 26 and 62. Malevolent, martial educator, and well-connected. And his children... well, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of surprised that the... I forgot who the person was that started the Kalmar Union, but it has not... Yeah, I've forgotten who it was. Kalmar Union, who did that? Was it Margareta? The Kalmar Union was created like 60 years later. Okay, like 1397. Yeah, it was Queen Margareta, so she does not exist yet. Hey Rygar, I'm doing well. Unfortunately, the stream is really delayed, so when you guys type something, I have another computer monitoring the stream, and I'm able to see what you guys type immediately, but you guys are gonna get the delay of 15 seconds before anything actually happens. Okay, a new outbreak. The people of Stockholm despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of measles. That is very much not good, and we are also losing money right now. Why? We are getting stability, we are getting legitimacy. The fort maintenance is completely unnecessary. Diplomatic spending, not really that necessary either. Wait. Oh, Birgitta Fleming, who is a zealot and kind-hearted, and is also, I think, a... well, she's an interesting person because she became a saint, Heliga Birgitta. A woman of the Adelsståndet, Birgitta Fleming, claims that she has had visions from God. She is one of the most pious women in our country, having made pilgrimage to several holy sites. So when she accuses the king of not being a good enough Christian, or even accusing him of homosexuality, many listen. Yes, this is Holy Birgitta, also known as Saint Bridget of Sweden. Yeah. She was kind of a bitch, let's be honest. Well, this is embarrassing, and we lose a bunch of legitimacy. Not very nice. Possible diplomatic actions. These are all the diplomatic actions we could do. Send a character to a Prussian crusade. Okay, I guess we could do that. Anything we can do with this guy? No. Who is your spouse? Our ruler spouse. The consort. Alright, well, she is 17. Hopefully she gives us, like, a son or two. Will the Onion Men campaign continue this stream? No, it will not, Rygar. I'm doing that as, like, an episodic series. And while that's going on, I am, playing this on stream. So we're going to be playing as Sweden. Now, I should actually speed up the gameplay a little bit, because we're not doing a lot of important stuff right now. Let's see here. The 100 Years' War, we're gonna ignore that. And we can send this guy. We're gonna try to persuade someone to become Catholic. Something I could do as well is I could start colonizing Viborg. I could do that from Västra Götaland. That's where I'm gonna send the people. Okay, we could send the army because they've dodged the proposed theological debate. And he's gone to Constantinople to debate. Send our theologian to Constantinople. Religious influence +10. And we are colonizing Viborg. I'm gonna try to colonize like all this way so we kind of block off the Novgorodians. And also colonize this way so we are connected. That's kind of gonna be the plan. Something I also want to do, we're gonna let time pass but slowly, is if we look here, we have the Swedish-Norwegian Union. Union integration level 0. What does this mean? Their power is 57th in the world. Ours is 47th. Because we have less stability, less legitimacy. That's not great. Centralization versus federalization. You should finish an EU5 playthrough in one sitting easy. I'm not sure I'll be able to, Mika. Yes, get the good old Swedish time. Yeah, we're gonna try to conquer Estonia at some point. Right now the Danes control Reval and Narva and so long. So I'm guessing Tallinn is in Reval, right? But I could be wrong. But we are going to try to get ourselves basically all of the Baltic at some point and make it our own little mini ocean. Our own personal sea, the Baltic Sea. We'll have to rename it the Swedish Sea. Now, money, what was I doing? I was increasing taxes. Nice. I could do that. We are building stuff here and there. I think something I could do is I could make these guys happier. But that would piss everyone else off. Let's see. Roads, privileges. Allow trade center sponsorship. Building rights could be good. Building costs, monthly progress towards plutocracy. Trade capacity would be good. I'm not sure about any of these. I'll leave it alone for now. The building costs would be pretty good though. Actually, I am gonna pick that. I should have done that before. It pisses everyone else off, but that's fine, right? Disease is happening in Stockholm. Measles, killing a bunch of people. Tallinn is in Reval. Yes. The Swedish Sea does have a ring to it. It does. I agree. Okay. So it's all the way up here. That's what I thought. I was just a little bit unsure. We shall do our best. I need to stop using the mouse as a way of moving around the map. Yeah, I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to finish this campaign in just one sitting, unless the game keeps crashing. In that case, I will finish it. So I was looking at the Union right now. Foundational laws. Maintain federal status right now. Centralizing laws, federal laws. I want to make Sweden the main leader, basically. The senior partner. Nope. Alright. Yes. Maintain federated status. Establish seniority. Requirements not met. Look at all these. Well, how do I establish seniority? So, subject actions. Has to become their fiefdom? No. Well, we're just gonna leave that alone for now then. We need an ally of some sort. Maybe we ally Who hates the Danish right now? Their rivals include Scania, Norway, and Sweden. Muscovy has declared Denmark as a rival. Okay. As a Scania and Norway. Cool. Brandenburg and the Palatinates are being improved relations. Their subjects include Schleswig, right? And they have an alliance with the Brandenburg and Upper Bavaria. I don't like that. I don't like that Brandenburg is their ally. If I could steal them, that would be good. So I'm going to improve relations with Brandenburg. How much does the game crash, is Ryger asking? I haven't had a single crash, but I also have only played like 7 hours. And I've never played more than like 1 hour in a sitting. So we're probably going to find out this stream. As for... Oh, like allying England? Is that who you think I should improve relationship with? Yeah, sure. I can do that. I have the diplomats for it. Yeah, having England as an ally would be really good. I figure I want to conquer maybe Scotland. That could be a good idea. Kingdom of Scotland. We right-click them, we can see... Not a lot. I'm not really sure. Do this. The Danish are already important. We'll make the Brandenburgians important as well. There we go. Are we still building stuff? They're building a gravel road and irrigation in Stockholm. Sure. The Karelian Rebellion of 1337, Swedish support. The lands of Karelia became a battlefield between Veliki Novgorod and Sweden, after our country got a foothold in Viborg, right here. Fortified it and started to protect our influence in the region, which collided with the Novgorodian outposts of the river Neva. This led to war which was concluded by the Treaty of Göteborg in 1323. In recent times an opportunity has arisen to support the Karelians' rise against them and weaken their country. We should definitely take advantage of the situation. Yeah. This is our land. We are currently supporting farms here. Poor government policies. We can lose some prestige, or the Alderstone will become pissy. I'm gonna lose the prestige. That kind of sucks, but I'm not wanting to piss off the estates right this second. How much would bribing them cost? 80. Ooh, that is expensive. We're not gonna do that. Hey, Gergo. Nice to meet you. And we just got some prestige. The Lord Republic of Veliki Novgorod has de-escalated the situation, choosing not to challenge our support for the Karelian Rebellion. Very nice. Yeah, cheers from Estonia, cheers from Hungary, and cheers from Sweden. Quite literally. And playing-wise. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Should I put Sweden in the title for the stream? I'm not really sure. Yeah, we're making so little money. I mean, it is like molasses right now. Well, this is currently using up wool and dyes. Do we even have dyes in the market? Geo's missing. Production. Yeah, the Tailor's Guild can make a lot of money. The Spinner's Guild... I could build it in Stockholm as well. I could build a scriptorium. I'm building a scriptorium in Stockholm. Alright, fantastic. That's gonna take a while. Markets have low food supply. The Riga market has a low amount of food, I think because of the war between the Teutons and the Grand Duchy of Livonia. Check out Cap and Ball, he's from Hungary. Who is Cap and Ball? Another YouTuber? Hello Tupluku, you don't remember me? I have been here on your first two streams. Hey Gergo, no, yeah, I remember you. From Hungary. I do actually remember. You and Ryger have been two of the people actually talking quite a bit. And there have been a few other names. He makes historical content? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, there are only a few people that talk quite a bit. Devron, were you on the last stream? I know you've been commenting a bit on the past few videos that I've been uploading, I'm pretty sure. About firearms and hunting. Oh, that's nice. I'm kind of personally like, I really enjoy the YouTubers who just do like off-grid living. Settling tribesmen has finished. Okay, that's great. So let's pause right there. You're not doing anything. You can settle the tribesmen in another area. Maybe right here in Dolana. That sounds like a good idea. This is your first time on the live stream? Yeah, but you commented on the past 2 Turkey videos. That's what happened. Or the Ottoman videos. Oh, that's where I remember your name from. Oh, because of political reasons? Yeah. I can kind of understand that. Ooh, I am actually going to create a colonial charter right here. That might bankrupt my nation, though. Actually, that was a really bad idea. Okay. That is a problem. Okay, maybe not that much. There we go. And we are going to have to reduce our diplomatic spending quite a bit. Stability spending is fine. Legitimacy spending is going to decline a bit as well. Hopefully we'll make it through. What are we at? Like 75%? 79%? Something like that. %79.5% to being fully settled. Okay. We have to survive just a little bit. Okay, we're making money again. Okay. Praise be. I do wonder if this is making any money for us. It is actually making a profit of 3.8 ducats. That is amazing. And we just got a son, Eric. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Yeah, the Hungarian content creators mix politics, so that's why you watch foreign streamers and you can improve your English. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way of improving your English as well. And I can understand that politics in Hungary right now are probably pretty polarized and tense. I am very much a novice about the Hungarian situation, aside from some of the general Europeanisms. You've been absent for some time and you're sorry about that. Hey, don't worry about it, Gurgo. It happens to the best of us. Life is busy. I'm personally doing very well. EU5 is out, which is very nice. Organized religion advance, that's very nice. We got Eric right here. And we are not going to spend our money on the Danish. We could give Denmark 250 ducats, which would bankrupt us like crazy. We're not going to do that. We're going to get some prestige instead. No, I'm doing very well, personally. And I hope you other guys here on the stream are doing well as well. Who do you hope takes after your mother, Devron? Eric? In terms of his capabilities. Because our ruler sucks and our spouse is... She's not great though. 7 martial is really bad. But 45 admin, 34 diplomacy is actually okay. Hopefully Eric is a genius. Visits from some shady people. A few slightly shady-looking characters have appeared at our court, offering their services to our king. They claim to be willing to be able to do things any proper ruler would never deign to do publicly. We can get a spy network, but we lose money, or we can just get prestige. I don't need a spy network in Muskie right now. Kolbaz, great Hungarian invention. Is that from one of the other guy's videos? Mr. Oh, hey, happy birthday, Ryger. Happy birthday. And you're spending it with me and the people in chat. Well, I hope this is a chill way to spend your birthday, an enjoyable one. Just for you, Ryger, if you think that this game is boring, we will be able to play something else. I will allow that as a birthday wish. If you want me to play StarCraft or Star Wars for a bit, I will do so. This is a one-time birthday situation. 32. That's not that old. They say that the 30s are the new 20s, right? Isn't that how it is? Young at heart, young at mind. Testing new things. You're here to watch me? Thanks, Ryger. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. You are a young man. I mean, how old is Mr. Magnus here? Yeah, Magnus here is 22 and he's an idiot. You're 32 and you're spending your time enjoying yourself. This guy is like stressing over all these different things. 37 here, young as well. Exactly. 30s are the new 20s. We no longer live in a society where life expectancy is like, what, 60? What is the life expectancy of Estonia? Estonia. Life expectancy. Let me just see here. 78 years. 78.5 years. It's actually 2 years higher than Lithuania and 3 years higher than Latvia. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Blushing. That's right, you deserve it. Well, happy birthday. I'm glad that you are here. 67. I mean, it might have been 67 like 10 or 15 years ago. I mean, well, maybe not 10 or 15 years ago, but I bet 20 years ago, just after leaving the Soviets in the 90s and all that stuff, life expectancy was probably a bit lower. Kind of like as a remnant of the Soviet times. Maybe. That's just pure conjecture. Life expectancy is more related to the retirement age. Don't work after 50s and you will see your 90s. I think it depends upon what you're working with, of course. I think manual labor kind of really takes its toll on the body. But I would make the argument that a certain amount of work, like at an office or something, where you're stimulating your brain, you're socializing, might actually extend your lifespan. Maybe. That might also be conjecture, but I just know that a lot of people that are sent to like retirement homes, they fade pretty quick. Not always, but a lot of them do. And I think that has to do with like not being challenged mentally, perhaps. You're the only one who doesn't know anything about the EU? Well, I mean, you know that Hungary's in the EU. No, just kidding. But do you live in Hungary, Giorgio? Or have you moved to one of the other beautiful countries? Like the Czech Republic or Deutschland? I have never been in Hungary. I would like to go to Budapest at some point. I would also like to visit Tallinn. I think that would be cool. I have been to Riga. I have not been to Vilnius. I'd like to go there. I've actually not been to Norway. I've been to Denmark quite a few times, but not Norway. I'm gonna have to do that as well. Oh, Europa Universalis. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Well, I'll give you the TLDR while we allow time to tick. Basically, you control a country. This is the 5th game of the series. And honestly, it seems like the most deep one. Europa Universalis 4 came out 2011 or 2012, I think. And basically, the whole world is divided up into provinces, right? The province of Uppland. Oh, is my game crashing? No, okay, we're good. Woo, okay, that was scary. Each province has, in this game, population, and previous games, something called development, which was like an arbitrary metric of how developed the area is. And basically, it's a political sandbox simulator where you control a country, conquer other countries, you have alliances, diplomacies. Because it's set between, well, the EU4 was set from 1444 to 1821. The main focus was colonizing, to be honest, and conquering. Now, with the game being set like 100 years earlier, colonizing is still going to be super important. I mean, case in point, we are colonizing Finland and the northern part of Sweden. I would argue, though, that the game is going to be a lot more about the economy, actually. Like, this game, you actually have populations in each little district, and they work in different places, so it's mostly an economy simulator. Not only that, but they have represented the fact that the king doesn't control everything. I control 100% of Stockholm, right? But only 79% of Uppsala. And all the way up here, like 0% of Åsele, because it's so far away. Like, a peasant in Åsele doesn't really give a shit what the king says, right? Theoretically, I could march an army up there, but it's not worth it. There's only like 1,000 people there. Hungary is a beautiful country. The countryside is gorgeous. I can imagine. Let's see. So this is the political... No, terrain. I mean, it is like a lot of flatland, right? With the Carpathian Mountains here, of course. But like flatlands with the big river. Is the river called the Buda as well? Or no, it's Danube, right? I'm failing myself as a geography buff here. The Danube flows out here. I think it's the Danube, right? Or am I completely wrong? Is it a deeper simulator than CK3? It is a deeper simulator in the sense that you control the country a lot more. And you impact the provinces and the economy and the politics more. But in terms of like controlling people, it is less. Like Crusader Kings 3 is person-based, person-focused, character-focused. It's all about having a guy become the strongest, you know, swordsman, or marrying 4 different women and assassinating them one by one, or having 20 children, or whatever. In this game, the monarchs are actually relatively important. But they're not the main focus. The main focus is the country. Like, I would not lose the game if Magnus died. Or if my dynasty died, someone else would take over after maybe like a civil war or something. More clicking, lol. Yeah, in EU5, definitely. If you find the Hungarian country... Komarom? Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, we're gonna slow down time again because this is important. Okay, so this is the search thing. Komarom! Hey, here we go. Okay, so it is... Oh, okay, to the northwest of Buda. I see. That's pretty cool. Right now, there are 30,000 people living in the county or the little area of Komarom. Ah, that's pretty cool. You lived in Tallinn, Riker, right? What about you, Devron? Where in Turkey do you live? Or maybe you don't live in Turkey and you're just Turkish? And if you don't want to say it, you don't have to say it, by the way. Like, don't worry about it. Let's speed up the game again. I think I'm gonna be streaming till a bit after 8. I was thinking maybe all the way to 9. But it kind of depends upon how I'm feeling, to be honest. And how much of an appetite you guys have for the live stream. We're making money again. That's good. I'm going to increase stability spending just a little bit. No one wants to work. With the generous liberties we have granted our merchants, we have ended up with a situation where people simply do not want to do honest work anymore. That was not quite the plan. Yeah, what are you talking about? Huh? That's fine. Can we expand this? Expanding the Tailors Guild would be really good. Incompetent ruler, we don't care about that. I have not been using my Chancellor. Oh, that sucks. I forgot to do that. What are you good at? You suck at admin stuff, but you would be good at assimilating pops, recovery effort, and Uppland, I guess, would be good. Because we still have that disease, or we have the remnants of the disease. Not Tallinn, but in this game it's Dorpat. Is this Dorpat? What? Not Tallinn, but this game it's Dorpat. My foolish. Well, whatever. Jogeva is the city you live in? Jovega. Am I... it's fine. I'm just looking at the provinces to see if I can find it. The region is Dorpat. Okay. Let's see if they have it there. Right there. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, you're really close to the... I was just hovering over it a bunch of different times. Very close to the Latvian border, then. Is it a big city that you live in, or is it like a smallish community? Because, I mean, the population of Estonia is like just a couple million, right? Hungary is beautiful until you go to Miskolc. Or Miskolc. I'm probably mispronouncing things like crazy. I do not know where that is. Attracting the right people by assisting our Adelsståndet in confining the serfs to their lands. Oh no. We have greatly enriched the landed aristocracy. A wealthy Adelsstånd is one who can devote time to higher pursuits, and the lesser sons of any house and respect will crown a great number of loyal, able artists, administrators, or other men of quality among their scion. Some are quite eager to pay the state back for the services done to their families. One of these, Knut, has recently arrived at the court to offer his services to the kingdom. He is amazing. He is a sinner, though. Okay. Not sure how I like that. But look at him. 87, 58, 97. Currently, our court is so incredibly... I mean, look at this guy. 29? I mean, that's pathetic. How much power do they have? 41. That's very high. But I think I want him in the cabinet. I could swap him. I could swap this guy with this guy. I mean, look at that. 87. Are there any other diplomatic things I want to do? Change the setup. I don't care about that. I don't care about any of these. I think no. I think we need to put in the better guy. We're going to put in the center. 6K on a good day. That's not a lot of people. Let's see here. What do I want you to do now? Developing a province. Increasing province control sounds really good. We'll do that. I want the control. So, maybe the big thing, Gergo, is that, like, even though, you know, a city like Uppsala might be good, we only have 79% control, which means that you only get 79% of the base tax, which is pretty bad. Stockholm is doing okay. I definitely need more money. That's for sure. We have gained a core. Nice. Now, can I actually do something here? Ask for money would be nice. 146 would be pretty good. We are losing diplomats every month due to stuff. That's fine. Honestly, like, improving with Brandenburg is not really all that important, so we'll just cancel that. And geopolitics is fine. Is there any way that we can do anything about this? We need prestige and legitimacy. They are lower ranked and we are higher ranked than we were before. I'm generally very, like, confused as to how we change things. I'm not really sure how we'd get a senior partner. Miskolc is in the Hevas region. Alright, we'll see where that is. I'm curious. Hevas? Hevas does not have a thing. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Hevas. Okay, yeah, Hevas. Right here, okay. Oh, it's all the way to, like... This is almost outside of Hungary. Almost towards Romania, man. Well, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic there, but it's pretty far out. Because Hungary ends, like, here, right? It's kind of crazy how large Hungary has been for such a long time in history, and then such a large section of it was removed because of World War One. A Riksdag is possible. Is there anything in the Riksdag that we want to do? Request additional taxes would be very nice. Larger levies wouldn't hurt. Law changes wouldn't, I guess, hurt. Air religion, marriage law, military laws. Pretty fine with all the laws for now. They're just teaching sounds good. Distribution of power. What else can you do? Favor the clergy, favor the elites, favor the ruler would be amazing. Look at all that juicy crown power. Right now, the crown is very weak. 17%. That's pretty pathetic. Well, I guess we could call it in Stockholm, right? What do we want to do? Increase ties to neighbors. If we gain 5 diplomats, Kingdom Norway gets 50 opinion. Novgorod gets 50 opinion. I don't give a shit about Novgorod, but that's fine. Promote castle works. That wouldn't be all too bad. What else would be good? I mean, I would like this, but we're not going to do that. Bolster the government would be great. We're not going to get that either. I guess increasing our ties to our neighbor, just getting something passed would be good. Sponsoring a cathedral would be amazing. This will cost us money though, so we're not going to do that. I guess we just do increased ties to neighbor. You are overwhelmed by icons and resources, but like, am I... Yeah, I mean, it is one of those things where as time goes on, you get good at it. But right now, it is very overwhelming, and I have zero clue what I'm doing. We got 51% support, so that means that we're going to win this, so that's good. I could ask for more money and then try to get them to bribe me, but this would only be like 40% approval, which is not a lot. We could actually form a new country. Ooh, select country to upgrade. I want to form Scandinavia. And what do I need to do? I need to own all of this. Alright, that is one of the goals for this campaign, is to form Scandinavia. Do we need to own anything in Iceland? We do need to own all of Iceland. Hello, this is Greenland. Look at their flag. They have like, what, 2 people living there? 1,000 people. Alright, pretty cool. I wonder if this is where the capital is these days, with 236 people. Kind of hilarious. Anyway, we're doing the parliament. That's good. 100 Years War we don't care about. Pop-off needs, rebel movements. Underage heir. This guy is approaching the same skill of ability as our king has. And he's 1. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but basically. Increasing control in Uppland. Yeah, great. Is this increasing? 67%? Yeah, it is increasing. That's good. That means more money. More money be good. I could tax the Adelstondet, but they would be pissy about it. They're pretty happy. Yes, they're happy. We're making money off of trade. That's pretty good. We've gained a core. Nice. Are we still colonizing? Yeah, we are still colonizing here. We're still colonizing there as well. Yeah. Alright, nice. I mean, the big thing is that the Black Death is going to come and kill so many people. But what I want to do is I would like to get all of Västerbotten right here. And all of Södra Österbotten. And Norra Österbotten. Thereby connecting our land so that we can move across. Something else I would like to do is get a wharf, but I don't think that's all that reasonable. Why is money so expensive all of a sudden? That's going to help a little bit. Diplomatic spending is low, that's good. Everything else is pretty high. It depends upon the buildings. Ooh, buying food right now. Because it's March? Okay, we are increasing control though, which means we're getting more money. Paradox has really mastered the art of making you constantly click stuff you understand zero about. Yeah, it does. I'm just clicking and hoping for the best, man. For some time in history, Hungary was the fortress of Europe because every time there was an invasion, they had to come through Hungary. First the Mongols. Yeah, exactly. First the Mongols and then the Ottomans. No, there were a lot of fights between the Ottomans and Hungarians. The EU4 starts in 1444, which is just after the Great Battle where the King of Hungary, Poland, and Lithuania, rallying his army, fights the Ottomans and defeat them, I think. They kill them. Let's see, was it the Battle of Varna? Battle of Varna. Yes, it was the unsuccessful crusade. Took place in the 10th of November 1444 near Varna, which is today eastern Bulgaria. The Ottoman army under Sultan Murad II was killed by, well, he and the King Vladislav III of Poland, Hungary, and I guess Lithuania. Basically, they both met their end there. Kind of crazy. And the casualties on both sides was very heavy. Well, that's insane. Stellaris console just got a new update, and there's so many things you have to learn about it again. Well, I'm glad that Stellaris console is better. We got a daughter, Christina. No. Yeah, Christina's good. Christina's good. Jönköping changes stance in debate. What? Oh, they're supporting us. It seems that the Riksdag members of Jönköping have finally realized how beneficial the currently debated proposal would be to them if it passed. Their support for our cause is most welcome. We get prestige and we get support. That is good news. Imagine getting a bunch of good events. I would be able to ask for additional taxes. That would be amazing. Amazing. How much control do we have in the plan? 73%. Pretty good. It's interesting because all these districts kind of suck. They do have the cathedral though. And we now have the scriptorium. I would like to get like another level of the tailors building. Current profit 4 ducats. Very high. That is amazing. We use wool. Cloth would be good as well. Is this silk? We do not have silk, man. Town demands seat in Riksdag. The town of Visby has grown rich and prosperous. Yes, right here. This is actually a town. That's kind of impressive. We could grant them a urban parliament seat. This would give us a bunch of support in the Riksdag. Wait. Okay. Currently, the support is 80%. What would this do? This would piss everyone off. This would piss everyone off. Prestige I don't care about. The Papal States would be annoyed. But this would give me 20 support. And if that happened, I could ask for additional taxes. Maximum tax plus 25%. I see. I'm not really sure if that's worth it though. Can I ask these guys for money? Form desire 1%. Not that high. Religious influence. We currently have 20 religious influence. Okay. Well, what do I do with this? Yes, there are a bunch of bishoprics. Call for a crusade. Alright. Well, I'm not really sure how we do stuff with that either. In 1446, there was another Ottoman attack, and John Hundi defended it off in Belgrade. He fended off in Belgrade. Was he a Hungarian, or was he the ruler of Serbia? But yeah, no, I agree. The Hungary had a hugely important impact on the kind of being the I guess the main defender of Western Europe, essentially, from both the Ottomans and the Mongols, as you said. Eventually, they, well, completely lost, and then the Austrians proceeded to reconquer it later on down the line. We'll see. I mean, I've seen games where the Ottomans are completely crushed. see here. Well, we're just gonna let that thing pass. Our heir. Our beautiful little heir. He's an infant. Let's let some months pass. We're still losing money. Ugh. Yikes. I mean, the big thing is the colonies, right? Okay. So we're missing employment of people. All in favor, pass the parliament issue. Okay, here's the thing. I have already gotten that achievement before. Like, I don't understand why I keep getting these achievements that I've already gotten. It's kind of weird. Yes, this is mine. Conquer location. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. I apparently got welfare state. Have a market of your country with a full stockpile of at least 20,000 food, as the Ottomans, without even trying. Because if you just start in a good location, you get it automatically. Now, we are the rulers of the Stockholm market, which is pretty good. It's pretty good that we're in charge of the Stockholm market. The Kingdom of Sweden. Manage subject. They like us. Well, I guess that's fine. We're gonna leave that as is. Pops with needs. They need stuff. They need more fine cloth in Oslo. The current price is ridiculous. So yeah, if we could just get another fine cloth building, that would be amazing. Incompetent ruler, nothing we can do about that. RGOs are missing in all these different regions. Underage heir. Unprofitable buildings in a bunch of different areas. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's kind of it right now. Nations don't really like us all too much. Tax base is terrible, although it has gotten better. It has increased just a little bit. The tax efficiency is really bad because our crown power is really bad, and our king is an embezzler. He was Hungarian, alright, and he was the father or grandfather of Matthias Corvinus, one of the greatest kings of Hungary. I did not know that. In an effort to unify and modernize the legal framework of our society, King Magnus of Bjelbo has enacted a comprehensive legal code known as the King Magnus IV's Country Law. This legislation replaces the old provincial laws with a standardized legal system, strengthening royal authority and promoting fairness across the land. That's amazing. However, while the Aldeståndet and Borgeståndet welcome legal clarity, some regional lords, we want this. We get legitimacy, we get centralization, and they lose a little bit of satisfaction. That's fine. They're at 40%. It's all good. Yeah, very nice. Right now, our values are very decentralized, which means that everything is kind of bad. How is the colonization going? We're 95% done with one of them. That's going to give us more money, which means that we're finally going to be able to build more. That's going to be so good. If I'm going to be honest, I think sharing is caring. Our humanist policies have reduced jealousy between our advisors since they no longer play on religious and ethnic divisions within the country. There aren't really a lot of religious divisions, but that's fine. Everyone is working for the state and they have faith in, and there is trust in the cabinet. Sharing is caring. Alright, that's nice. I am wondering... Okay, so you're supporting farms. Can we maybe instead... I could do it here or here. Södra Österbotten. We have about the same amount of control in each, so it doesn't really help either way. If we change. We're gonna allow some more time to pass. I mean, the big thing is when the Black Death hits, that's gonna be an issue. That's when shit really hits the fan. How much do they like me now? 200. Careful diplomatic maneuvering. Yeah. Yes, they are our vassal. They would not accept becoming our vassal because cultural influence, different primary culture, Norway tax. Alright. Ask for money. We would get a lot of money if we did that. Okay, there is a new outbreak, but before we do that, how much will we get if we ask the English for money? The same amount. And they would not say yes because they are in debt. Okay, not cool. Not very useful either, I will say. The people of Stockholm despair as their families and neighbors succumb to a relentless outbreak of influenza currently spreading throughout the area. Neighborhoods, once bustling with activity, now echo for worry and uncertainty. Fortunately, there is little we can do to stop the spread. Already 300 people have died. That sucks. We have pretty good control over Uklum at this point, so that's good. Big thing is we need to get those colonies done, so I can stop paying for them. If you understand right, Sweden has a parliament and monarch like England. You mean right now, or in the game? But yes, we do have a parliament, and we do have a monarch. But we do not have a House of Lords, right? So Sweden used to be like the UK, where they had two chambers. Both the Riksdag, which is like the parliament, and we had a House of Lords, which we completely abolished. The king, however, has a lot less power than the British monarch. Now, the British monarch never really exercises its power, because if ever did, the parliament would remove its power. So it pretends that it doesn't have power, but theoretically, the queen could dissolve the parliament. Or call a new election. She's also the one who appoints the new prime minister and that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure in our monarchy, the king basically does diddly squat. He's basically a glorified mascot. That is my understanding of things. That could be incorrect. Rebel movement. Alright. The Sami are still pissy. How old is our heir now? He is 2. And look at that. His admin is almost as good as our current monarch. That is interesting. Yes. Happy estates, that's fine. We are in 1341. So we're getting there. The Black Death is going to hit in like 4 or 5 years, I think. That's going to be a problem. So this guy is ambitious. Diplomatic ability increase during childhood. Administrative ability. That is fantastic. And he has a balanced education. Yeah, it appears our Crown Prince Erik of Bjelbo has gained the ambitious trait. This child knows what they want, and it's not precisely something menial. If they could, they would. That is really good news. Fantastic. This guy might actually become a pretty good monarch. Now, what worries me is that kids can just randomly die. We only have 2 children right now. You need to get pregnant again. Oh, you're our mother. No, okay, you need to get pregnant again. You're 21. Prime children age. What I really want is I want like a massive dynasty. Look at this woman just popping out kids like there's no tomorrow. No, I definitely want us to have like 4 or 5 sons because we could put them in the parliament. That'd be amazing. The charter we founded to colonize Viborgsland has now fulfilled its role, and it's become a fully functional colony. Now we need to decide how we wish to handle the territory. Keep it as part of Sweden. I wonder if this guy could... No. Okay, just like in these areas. Borgarståndet complain. The Borgarståndet is representing the rising class of merchants. Yes, and they're pissy. No pain, no gain means that we get prestige, but they lose satisfaction. Or we gain values towards plutocracy. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. We've gained the core. And we cannot afford a better education. Let's see here. Oh, the lag. Oh, okay, a bunch of those stuff happened. We got another daughter. That's kind of a shame. We're gonna call her Elinor. Balanced education is what we have, right? Administrative education, that could be decent. Expensive education would be amazing. We do not have 250 ducats though. I want balanced because I want him to be good at everything. Yes, I want him to be good at everything. It's funny, the kid has almost as much Diplo as our monarch does, and he is, what, 2? No, I think Eric could become truly a great ruler. Or at the very least, more than a mediocre one. So I can choose now between military stuff. Glorious arms, sounds nice. But not super useful. Naval would be pretty good in some ways. Pressuring diplomacy would be good. Tribute system would be good. Benign diplomats would be good. But I do think, to be completely honest, that the admin ability is the best. The literacy, the debt and loans being cheaper, infrastructure being good, proximity costs being reduced. I mean, it's all good. We're gonna go for that. If you understand it, bread woman, damn you. Breed? I read bread woman. I was like, huh? Yeah, breed woman, exactly. Convert to Islam. I don't really think that Magnus Bjälbo can convert to Islam. I'm gonna be honest. I think that the Swedes would be pretty pissy if he converted to Islam. Look at that, the Jochid rival warlord. Who are you? He is a Muslim. He's fighting the Golden Horde. Now, the Ottomans haven't done anything so far. They're kind of disappointing me. And, let's see, Denmark has integrated Schleswig. They still control Estonia. You're struggling with 1 if you want 4. When it's more than 1, it's less of a struggle. Why? Because you can pit them against each other? Is that how it works? Women be women? We have risen in the powers. We're ranked 36 now. We used to be 44, something like that. It means that whatever we're doing is working. That's good. We're gonna need more stability. We can get legitimacy, we can gain prestige. We have so much legitimacy that I want prestige. Scholars have discovered ancient documents tracing the heritage of Bjälbo dynasty to back to Julius Caesar himself. What bullshit. This must be used to our advantage. Yeah, I want the prestige, please. Prestige is good. Yeah, we're buying food again. That's a problem. We need more food in the market. And for that, we need more workers in the market. Yeah, we're producing 25 here. Shopping. Could use some fish. How much money would that be? Profit per level 0.13. Whoa, 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 whoa. Resolution proposed. Norway has proposed an act policy. Union Foundation. Vote is now cast. Wait, what? Okay, the pops with needs, rebel movements, a competent ruler. Oh, I see. Okay. Wait. Vote for established seniority. That's what I want to do. We are far higher rated than they are. So they want to have federal status. And I am voting, yeah, to establish seniority. That means that enable senior partner and junior partner special statuses. Sweden becomes a senior partner, which makes us way more powerful. Yeah, that's what I want. Yes. How do I see the election? This is really important. Yeah, we could have a better education. I know, man. I know. This guy is just as good at Diplo as a 3-year-old, as our current ruler is. And he's almost as good at administration as our current ruler is. This guy is only slightly better at fighting, and he's 25. It's like you can marry her friend so that she will never be bored. Maybe. Imagine playing a diplomat with 4 nations that want to kill each other. Yeah, nah. I mean, if you pit them all against each other, what you have is you have a pair of friends, and then you have another pair of friends, and have the 2 friend groups hate each other, and then you just balance them against each other, right? Isn't that how you do it? That would totally work. No chance of that backfiring, right? Eric can win a debate against his father now. He could, as a 3-year-old. I think, honestly, that our king is so... Magnus is so stupid that you could probably just go, no, you. And he would not be able to handle it. The institution appeared in Savona. Banking. Ooh, wow. Money. Let's see here. Ages. Institutions. We're still getting that. A new outbreak. Ah... Okay, you know what? You are going to help with the, see here. Isn't there a recovery thing? We keep getting outbreaks all the time. Go to. Tornio is now part of my country. Why am I getting promises here? Doesn't really make any sense. Tornio, 1,000 people. What is our control here? 0. Amazing. Asian woman is more marriage material? When you say Asian, do you mean only East Asian? Or do you mean like Arabian, Persian, Indian women? That is the question. People of Stockholm despair. I keep losing prosperity in Stockholm this whole time. Build disease buildings. What do I need for a hospital? I need like 200 gold to build a hospital. What would it do? Disease, resistance, character, life expectancy. Those 2 things are pretty good. We're good with that. We're good with that. Okay, unhappy estates, that's fine. Underage heir. We are making a lot of money all of a sudden. I wonder if... Okay. Let's go here to production. Yeah, getting another levels of the Tailor's Guild would get us even more money. So I'm gonna do that. And then, a chancellery. Oh, because it costs too much money, so we cannot build it just because of money. I see. Alt. We need more fine cloth, and we need more gold. Okay. But we are gonna get more fine cloth real soon. And the big thing is that if we could get a chancery, if it's in the capital, efficiency of our cabinet plus 2.5% would be really good. We'll get it at some point. We got Master Masons. Very nice. Thailand, Indonesia? Not the Turks, not the Arabs. As a Turkish person, you are not a fan of Turkish women in terms of disposition. No, I've never been to Asia. I would like to visit. Basically, I have traveled in Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Austria, Italy, and the UK, and Spain, and France, and the United States of America. And that's about it. So I need to visit Poland, and oh yeah, and Latvia. So I need to visit Estonia, I need to visit Finland, Norway, Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, the Czech Republic, the different Yugoslavian countries. Greece would be cool. I'd like to visit Turkey at some point. Portugal. Ireland would be cool, but it's not that high on the list, to be honest. Same thing with Iceland. Both of those are kind of like, I would like to, but... Eastern European women are also good. What do you think about Swedish women? What's your opinion of those? Let's see. How is the vote going? I mean, like, how do I see currently the winning vote is predicted seniority. Oh, they're both voting for it. Okay, that's great. And the vote will be over on the 13th of April. That's good. Oh, they're so grateful for our favor. A delegation also came to us to say thank us for favoring them. They're going to give me money and they are happy now? What is this sorcery? Institution appeared in Pavia, the Renaissance. Okay, we got the Renaissance over there. That's good for them. Am I able to research anything here? No, I need to embrace the institution probably. We need at least 20% meritocracy in our country. How do we get that? I see. Gorgeous. Oh. I won't tell anyone, Ryger. Don't worry about it. You met a lot of Finnish girls? In Turkey? Or were you in Finland? Or were you somewhere else? The institution appeared in Paris, professional armies. Alright. A bunch of different institutions that we would like to have, but we do not have. Let's see. Children can have a better education. Yeah, I know, man. Christina is gregarious. That is interesting. The Swedish Union said... Oh, wait. What? All these guys are opponents? Okay. But we are the senior partner now, right? So... these guys have to join us, I think. We are a fair bit stronger than them. Yeah, no shit. They have like 488,000 people. We got 790,000. They have a lot of soldiers, though. How many do we have? Oh, we have more as well. Nice. Recruit regulars. The Kingdom of Sweden expects to have 1.5 thousand. They think we should have 1,500 regulars? We don't have any manpower, though. Kind of weird. Okay, so... we are a senior member. Okay. Codified inheritance. Union integration level is still 0. Yeah, how do we increase integration level? Yes, that we get legitimacy, unified succession law. I'm not really sure how we do this. Well, I guess we just wait a little bit longer. Oh, you traveled a bit when you were younger, Devron? And once again, Ryger, happy birthday! I mean, I think the thing, though, I will say, gotta go, is that, like, Japan... I think it would be awesome to visit there, but their economy sucks balls. Like, they work like crazy, their currency is trash, they're very socially conservative, they're very anti-foreigner in a lot of different ways. I think they're very respectful and polite, so being there as a tourist where you don't really care what they think, just how they act, would be very nice. But if you actually wanted to live there, I think it'd be pretty tough in a lot of different ways. There are a lot of rich people, like YouTubers and stuff, who live there, and I think that's more understandable because if you have money, Japan is a very cheap country to live in, and like the quality of life there is really good. But if you're not rich, I don't know if it's that good of a country to live in, to be completely honest. I mean, I think I would rather live in like, you know, Europe, where the working culture is better. Estonia is independent. Look at that. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe I can make them my vassal. Ask to become our vassal. Minus 564. Why? Negative opinion? What? Improve opinion. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, we're improving opinions with Estonia. I would love to get him as a vassal diplomatically. Probably not going to happen, but maybe. And it seems like these guys are kicking ass right now. They might be conquering the Ussel. They are the first rebellion against Denmark. Okay. It's Estonia with its 370 soldiers versus Denmark, the Teutons, Livonia, and all these different countries. Well, I wish them success. I'm gonna hazard a guess that the Estonians are not gonna be successful. Sweden owned Estonia for a while. That's right. It did. And I want to get that Swedish claim. Basically, what I want to do is I want to conquer Orserk and get Neva, which is where St. Petersburg is. I want to conquer Ingria, right here. And this area right here. So these two states. And then, yeah, the Danish just won. Alright, that's too bad. And I want to conquer all of this, all of this, all of this, and thereby making the Baltic a Sea of Sweden. Yep, alright. They are lacking employees. We kind of already know that, so we're just going to remove that there. Competent. I mean, we know he's incompetent. We don't need to know more about that. Let's see here. I'll go with, good to see. This guy, 23, 10, 16. 16, 5, 26. The only stat that is lower now is military. By 10. I really hope he does not die when the Black Plague arrives. That would be a disaster, to be honest. What is the... Prosperity is pretty bad right now. Maybe I could get... Recovery effort? Yeah. I want to do that. That's important. Västerbotten has gotten like a lot of people now because of this. It's kind of ridiculous. Umeå is going to be like really highly populated. Skellefteå, nice. It's funny because Ångermanland. Let's see here. Ledger. And we go population, right? Like Småland has 18,000. Dalsland. Västerbotten here has 13,000 people. That is a buttload of people. Considering all the other areas that are so depopulated. Uppland is super important. Stockholm, 24,000. It would be amazing if we could make that a city. You don't think Japan has a worse economy than Hungary or Slovakia? I don't think so either, in terms of like per person. But the difference is, well, I mean, I don't know what it's like in Hungary, but the Japanese work how many hours a week? Like 70, 60? Average amount of working. Japan. I'm not really sure. But the thing is that in Japan, they have all these like norms, like you can't leave work before your boss does. And if the boss then works late, that means that there is a... Wait, let me pause this. This is, I think, in my opinion, kind of interesting. Let's see here. Salary and Japan. This guy, Salaryman Tokyo, is very interesting in my opinion. He has a bunch of different videos about Japan, and I would highly recommend checking these out. Now, this is specifically as a salaryman in Japan. I imagine there are other jobs and stuff that are interesting. This is someone else's account that I have on my computer, by the way. Shout out to someone else. But I think that's a good video. Salaryman Tokyo. Yeah, GDP-wise, they are amazing. But a country is more than GDP. It's also about, like, how much free time do you have? Access to healthcare, infrastructure, air quality, all those kinds of things. And I feel like Japan, even though it's very rich culturally, there's a reason why all the isekai anime are so popular. It's because people feel stuck. People feel trapped. People feel like life has kind of lost its flavor and meaning in Japan. I'm not talking about everyone, of course. I'm sure that a lot of people there are happy, but there seems to be a lot of, you know, bad stuff with Japan. I would personally not want to be a worker in Japan or raising kids in Japan. Good government policies. There's widespread support among Bundesståndet and Alleståndet for our current policies. Indeed, they are being magnified well beyond their actual efficiency as proof of the government's goodwill and interest in the welfare of our kingdom. So we can gain some stability. We can gain some legitimacy. We don't need that. Or we can gain some money straight up. I would like the stability, to be honest. Especially because there's going to come a little bit of a plague in the future. But don't tell anyone. We're making so much money! Trade and food. Let's improve the wheat right there. The shopping could have some more fish, I think. So the shopping could have fish, I guess. Calamari. What do they have? Stone? I guess it wouldn't be terrible. Visby, what do they have? Wool? Or wool would be good. We have another influenza. Where? Here? Okay. Ugh. Recovery effort finished. Nice. What can you do now? Developing the province would be good. Increasing province control would be nice. I guess I could... I mean, population growth is so nice. I kind of wish I could do that somewhere else. Like, if I could do that in Uppland, that would be great. What does this do? Well, I mean, I may as well do that, honestly. The big thing is it's just going to kill my people eventually. But... yeah, I'm not sure. Stabilizing the country would be pretty good. We're going to need that stability. Inefficient minting, we don't care about that. Basically, I'm waiting for the Black Death at this point. The work culture is garbage. GDP-wise, they're balling. But is it that bad if you work for an international corporation in Japan? I don't think it's as bad, probably. One of my good friends, he is together with a South Korean. In the South Korea, they work even harder than the Japanese. And the culture there is really toxic towards women and work. But international workers in South Korea, I think on average, usually have similar work hours to what they would do in the country they're from. Not always, though. Probably a little bit higher, but it's a bit more reasonable. I heard the word isekai and you're terrorized. Why are you... why are you terrorized by the word isekai, Jojo? Good is he now? I just keep clicking him every now and then. 17. The big thing is I want him to be better at martial. I want him to be better than anything, everything. Like if he could have 30, 50, 60, that'd be pretty good. Locations are depopulating. Why? Why are you depopulating? Why? I do not know. How much control do we have here? Not a lot. Yeah, control here is terrible. I might need to build more like roads and stuff. How much would that cost? It would cost like, there is already a gravel road from Stockholm to Uppsala. Okay, fine. There is already a gravel road from Enköping to Stockholm. Okay, fine. There is already a gravel road. Okay, alright, fine. Ah, here we go. We could build a road from Norrtälje to Stockholm. Part of me wants to pass it through Uppsala because I want Uppsala to be more important, but I think realistically it'd be better if we didn't do that. So we have way more food now because of the building in Uppsala. Very nice. Stockholm still has a lot of different workers. We're gonna expand the clay. Yeah, these guys, they are not doing well. Stabilizing country. That's nice. You watched ReZero and there was an episode that was worse than a horror movie? I haven't seen it, actually. In Hungary... did it. Yeah, not good in Hungary, huh? Is it because of corruption in Hungary where the companies can just say whatever? I mean, there should be like legal limits to how much you have to work in Hungary, right? Like the 5-day work week, 8 hours a day is pretty standard. I guess I could curry favors in England. Yeah. How strong is the Livonian order? Not very. Who else would I like to curry favors with? The French? I mean, I'll improve relations with the French. There we go. Great. Still making pretty good money. I might want to improve the tailor again, but I'm not sure it's going to increase. Because as we make more fine cloth, the demand for dyes and the demand for alum would be even better. Yeah, the demand for dyes would increase the costs, basically, and wool would increase the costs. Tax base is pretty terrible still. 10 ducats. Materials. What do we have here? We got clay, we got wheat, iron, copper. This is in Falun. Falun Koppargruva. A plateau, Arctic, forest, inland location of Falun. Stora koppar. Oh, local copper output, 400%. Okay, yeah, we need to build that there. And yeah, maybe that's foolish. I'm not sure, but we're building it. Even though we have almost no control in Falun. Maybe what we can do is we can build a road here and get a lot of... Are you the capital of... There, yeah, okay, I could build a road this way and then really control this there. The Swedish county of Västerbotten suffered a run of poor harvests. I don't want to take a loan, man. Yikes. The interest is going to be brutal. The prestige, though, would be nice. We're losing 0.4 a month. What does it do? Cultural influence, diplomatic reputation, market attraction, skilled new artists. They can manage on their own. It's fine. Money. Yeah, everything after is extra pay. That's right. In Turkey, if you work in the private sector, everything is just your work. Yeah, in Sweden, it's also like 40 hours. If you work overtime, you get not only extra pay, but you also get like, there's only a certain amount of overtime that you can work. And what else? You get extra pay for those hours, but you also, I think, can get like compensation. That is interesting. So the Muscovites are at war with the Novgorodians. I kind of hope the Muscovites get their asses kicked, but I don't think so. First Muscovite-Novgorodian War. That's fine. What is the population of this guy? Principality of Oreshek has 9,000 people. They kind of suck. Alright. There are almost no people here either, so conquering this is almost pointless. I would be better off conquering this, and taking a bunch of money from Denmark, giving this to Zealand. Oh, it's Ireland. Okay. Yeah, giving this to Skåne would be good. I'm wondering if there's like another core here, if I could create Juteland as a vassal. Unhappiness among Borgarståndet. Conflicts and protests with the Borgarståndet over taxes. We keep losing prestige right now. That's kind of annoying. How much should Borgarståndet like us? I would rather not piss them off. We'll lose the prestige. Polish government passed a law which makes you work 4 days a week. You will still get the same... Really? I know that the Spanish passed a law which made the work week go from 40 hours to 37.5. But I'm not that familiar with it. Well, he's getting there. It would really suck if he died. Our character reports intelligent. Alright. It appears that Eleanor is intelligent. Alright. Well, good for her. But she is a daughter, so she's not that useful. I don't want to be mean, but that is the case. Riksdag and Stockholm. And what do I want? Support a noble cabinet. If it passes, Knut Tot will gain all these different things. We will become more aristocratic. Oh, okay. That would actually be really good. Bolster the government would be nice. Sponsoring a cathedral would be very nice as well. I mean, making Knut Tot better would be nice, but we could also get a bunch of army tradition. I mean, I like the idea of more army tradition. Yeah, sure. Why not? More army tradition, please. Yeah, very nice. And each time we do this, we get a little bit of centralization. Actually making decent money as well, considering how we were making before. I would love to colonize here. It's kind of funny that Umeå is such a much larger city. Is there a way to see the population of Umeå? They're almost all peasants. The historical population of Sweden has apparently gone down. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Veneration of relics. From the highest noble to the lowest peasant, people believe that the veneration of relics allows the supplicant to reduce their time in purgatory. However, a treatise opposing this practice has been found in Viborg. But we just brought a vial of the milk and forgiveness can only come from God. This will make our population of Viborg's land following Catholicism unhappy. I think it's fine. It's the worst they can do, right? Yes, the cardinals and the curia have come to a conclusion and now enact the emergency day. Okay. Well, that's good for you guys. Religious influence. We have 38% right now. I'm not really sure why this is connected to the thing. Okay, our cabinet has finished supporting new farms in Västerbotten. Oh, it's done? Oh, really? Okay, well, what can you do now, then? You can develop a province, support new farms, diplomatic endeavors. This guy's really good at basically everything. I guess you could sell tribesmen. Oh, Borgastonde is pissy. Why are they pissy? Yeah, why don't you settle them down right here? Or you could, I guess... Yeah, what a disaster. Oh, now we're at 46%? Oh, that sucks. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm gonna have to do something. Okay. Stockholm loses 10% professional armies. And everyone gets pissy. We lose stability. I'm not doing that. We lose some prestige. Oh, okay. Is that the value of professional armies? How much professional armies do we have? Oh, the institution. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, wait. Let me see. Professional armies. How much do we have? Banking, professional armies. Is there a way of seeing that? How much research do we have left? We still have a few techs left. Okay. Ugh, losing professional armies is gonna suck. But I guess we just have to do it. I don't want to lose the parliament issue. Well, I mean, will it happen if... What happens if we lose it? I think we lose stability, right? In that case, I may as well lose stability this way. This pisses them all off, but I think we just need to do that. There we go. Alright. Annoying, but needed. You heard that the education in the Baltic Scandinavian states are exceptionally great? It's not that good in Sweden, to be honest, for like primary school. Our grades have been slipping. Our universities are really good, but a lot of like the schools are kind of strapped for cash because of policies that the government have implemented the past 30 years. I still think this is probably good, but if it would have been like in the top, let's say top 20 countries before, it's now like in the top 40, like it's declined quite a bit. Finland is amazing. Finland has really good schooling systems. I've heard that in Hungary and a lot of like Slavic countries, a lot of like higher education, you basically need to like bribe people, or like there's like a corruption aspect to it. It's not just about doing the best. But maybe that is a lie. I see. Sure, it's fine. Right here. Black Death is going to come at any point, and when it does, it's going to wreak havoc on my country, so I kind of need to bank up money for a hospital. An alien invasion would solve a lot of problems. I don't think you would solve a lot of problems with an alien invasion. or the Black Death. It's one of those things where, like, if the Black Death swept the world and killed, let's say, 25 to 30% of the world's population, certain problems that we have might be somewhat mitigated. However, I don't know if I would like for me or my friends or my loved ones to be in the, you know, the dice roll to see if they survive or not. And I think society would be pretty shit for the next 5 years. Now, I think the Black Death as a whole was super important for Europe's development and was probably a net positive. But that's very easy to say, you know, 700 years later, living pretty high quality life, while I'm pretty sure that people who were suffering through it for the last 10 years, or for the 10 years that it went on, or the 20 years or the 30 years that it went on, they would probably have liked to avoid it. I'm just gonna say that. Found an enemy to unite us? You see, I mean, we have some common enemies like climate change and all those kinds of things, but people are very selfish, and people do not work together, and people... I feel like if the aliens invaded Russia or China, there is not a non-zero chance that, you know, like, there is a percentage chance that the rest of the world would just kind of like, yeah, we'll totally help you, here are a few resources, and that's kind of it. Not much more than that. Current food is decent in Uppsala, so that's good. When we lose like a quarter of our population or a third of our population, we're gonna have a lot of food surplus. Alright, here we go. Disturbing news has reached us from Baronsk. We recently received word... Yeah, it came right here from the Golden Horde. Alas, our ships enter our port, but of 1,000 sailors, hardly 10 are spared. We reach our homes, our kindred, and our neighbors from all parts to visit us. Woe to us, for we cast at them the darts of death. Whilst we spoke to them, whilst they embraced us and kissed us, we scattered the poison from our lips. Going back to their homes, they in turn soon infected their whole families, who in 3 days succumbed, and were buried in one common grave. Priests and doctors visiting the sect returned from their duties ill, and soon were numbered with the dead. O death, cruel, bitter, impious death, which thus breaks the bonds of affection and divides father, mother, brother and sister, husband and wife. Lamenting our misery, we fear to fly, yet we dare not remain. Rats! Let's see here. The Black Death is right there. Okay, severe winter. Okay, I was like, heh. Procure remedies. The sickness can be fought and pushed back. Many doctors and priests claim they may the many recipes and remedies do blah, 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 blah. We gain paying to procure remedies until the game, scaled by +1. We gain stability, legitimacy. I mean, why not do that? I mean, isn't this a good thing to do immediately? It's gonna cost like a ducat a month. Building a hospital would be better. I agree. What is the problem right now? We do not have the money for a hospital. I'm gonna have to hope that the disease takes a while to reach us. We shall see. In the Star Trek universe, humanity wasn't united until the Vulcans came. And I think in Mass Effect, the humans were kind of fighting amongst themselves as well until the war with the Turians. Was that what it was called? But it depends upon the aliens. If the aliens were like super attractive and initiated diplomacy first, and were like allying people and then started invading one of the countries that people didn't like China or North Korea, I honestly think that there would be people trying to like justify it. Develop province, support new farms to the east. Do that there. Yeah. How's the disease coming along? It's all over the Great Golden Horde. Not good. We might need to isolate the country. I think I'm gonna do that pretty soon. It would be pretty amazing if we could stop that. I mean, I'm not sure how big of a deal it would be if we isolated the country. But look at that, that's pretty bad. I'll give it another month or so. Let's see here. First off, money. I do not need cost support right now. Fine with this. I'm gonna need way more stability though. Way more. Give it another month, maybe. Making money hand over fist, so like if I can get like a hospital, that'd be pretty good. Another month shouldn't hurt, right? Getting closer though. Taking a while to get here. Maybe I can get a hospital before it actually arrives. I'll get one in Stockholm if we do. Of course, the comet decided. The people of our kingdom have always been superstitious, but the appearance of a comet in the skies caused panic among them. They are convinced that this is a sign of the end of times is near or that something terrible is going to happen in the near future. Why is the requirement not met? What is the requirement? Uh-oh. Before I could isolate the country, now I cannot. I regret not doing it. Shit. Okay, what about now? The Battle of Los Angeles, tech that went into Mass Effect humanity was united when the relay was activated. I see. Yes, I know. -1 stability. Yeah, I wish. I wish we lived in more enlightened times. I'm gonna do something. Wait, give me a sec. Let's see here if I can't. There we go. That's gonna help me reading the comments a little bit more efficiently, I think. But that is right, Devron. If only. If only. Can I isolate the country now? We've gained a core. Nice. We're making a lot of money. Another daughter was born. Okay. I'm not gonna name her Rikisa. Ingeborg, I guess. Sure. I will say this is very disappointing. Gregarious, intelligent, ambitious. Like, we have good kids. Look at the stats. More diplomacy. All of our kids, even Eleanor, who is 5, have more stats than our king do, I think. Because she has basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 something, while he has 30, 40 something. So she's better than he is. King Magnus the False. That is pretty funny. This sucks. I wanted this to be a son. What we could do maybe is we can marry these two together. Yes. Cousin marriage. The classic. This worries me a lot, to be honest. The total amount of people who have died from this disease so far are 800,000. Okay, we can isolate the country. Do I want to do that? I'm pretty sure I want to do that. Oh, jeez. What do you guys think? Should I isolate the country now? If the aliens have visited us, it's Columbus versus the Indians, but we are the Indians? Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, Devron says total isolation. Rygar, gotta go. Mikael, if you're still here. What do you guys think? Mattia, are you still here? It's been a while since you talked, man. At least an hour. do it. To it. Alright, sure. Only prudent safety for our citizens. We've decided to block any trades in and out of our country. Let's see how this impacts our economy. It's probably going to take a big old dump. Actually, we're doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy about that. The Black Plague is still going to hit us, but, you know, I think it will be fine. I'm actually really happy with how we're doing so far. What is this? Children can have a better education? I don't care about that. Shove off. 1 million people have died so far. We have experienced the Baltic Crusades advanced research. Yeah, that's what we want at this point. Riga has... Oh no. Oh no. No! We isolated! What? How could this happen? Where? Where has this happened? In Vyborg. Or close to Vyborg. Those goddamn Russians spread it to us! Get some cats to Sweden. I wish there was an import cat function. Should you change the open borders policy as well? What open borders policy? Okay, we need to move the court into hiding. That's gonna lose stability. What does this do? We gain stability if we do that. Okay, that's good. What do we need? Oh, shit. I think we screwed up. Uh-oh. Now we cannot segregate the infected. That is bad. Present scapegoats. That gives me stuff. I'm gonna move the court into isolation. That's... yeah, we're doing that. I do not want to lose my members in the family. Okay, we have to do that. Okay, this was a mistake. I should have segregated the infected. Sponsor mass forgiveness. That is 12 stability. Okay, I have learned some stuff. I kind of wish that I had not done procure remedies. Maybe mass forgiveness and then segregate the infected would have been good. Well, we're gonna see how this does. How many people have died in our country? That is bad. 2 rural settlements in our country. Let's see what the damage is. It hasn't spread yet, but I don't think that's gonna last. We have 8 deaths in our country. Alright. Let's start going here. Increase the minting. Increase stability spending. Ever since the arrival of the plague, many have avoided large gatherings and public festivals out of fear, but over time, even the most asocial individuals eventually crave interacting with others. The grumbles and complaints of the Bondeståndet are growing louder by the day. Maintaining social order comes before sanitation. No! We cannot risk the spread. Yeah, we're not gonna risk the spread. What are you, crazy? There's only one county that has the plague right now. Export licenses, privileges must be earned. Yeah. Imagine if the plague died out in our country. We are such a sparsely populated nation that maybe it can disappear. We cannot use subjects to spread. Oh god. We will allow the persecution of the Tavasa minorities for stability. Oh god. How many people are Tavasa minority in our country? Let's see. Population, society, culture. Tavastan, they make up like 6% of our population. No, cancel. We're not going to accept their culture. 56,000 people. Well, I'm sorry, Tavastan people, but I need stability. Damn works. We lost 350,000 people as the Ottomans. Yeah, I am kind of curious what their population is like right now. Oh, they're doing fine because the Black Death hasn't spread there yet. Oh, it has. It has. Okay. I have lost 101 people. Oh, vey. Imagine. How many people live here, though? 1,000 people. I mean, the Black Death, maybe it will die off. Maybe. Locals depopulating? That's fine. Losing money. We got stability. I do not know. This was bad. I should have segregated the infected. Disease resistance. That would have been really good. I really wish I'd done that. What does expel the sick do? Oh, no. No! I could do more... Find the culprits. That would give me more stability. That would give me 7. What would this do? Clergy power. Disease resistance -10. That's not good. Okay, present scapegoats. Repeal mass remedies. Does this actually give any resistance? No. This was absolutely ridiculous that I got procure remedies. I did not know. Okay, it's in Stockholm. Procure. Yeah, we need to do that, and then segregate the infected. Present scapegoats. Great. And the religious minorities in our country are about to be the ones to blame. Alright. Segregate the infected. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have learned something today. I did not know that procure remedies would block segregate the infected. How much, you can build a pest house. I see. I can still not build a hospital. I can build a hospital. How long have I been able to do that? I wish I'd known that before. If I had known, I would have built it way earlier. Patients depopulating, that's fine. Okay, so the Black Death, we've lost 358 people. That's not a lot, but unfortunately it has affected a big part of our country here, and Stockholm. This is gonna spread like crazy to all these other areas. Who knows? Maybe it would have died off if it weren't for me messing up there. The Norwegians have... Okay, it's spreading here. It's spreading. We just lost 500 people. Yeah, we're up to 1,000 deaths. 4 million people have died. That is crazy. What an evil event. It is an evil event. I mean... Locations depopulating. Yeah, we've lost 1,000 people in Stockholm. $16,000 people. How many do you think we're gonna lose? Type your number in the chat. How many thousands of people do you think are gonna die? My guess is I'm gonna lose at least 150,000 people. Marry your cousins so the bloodline is pure. That is right. Gotta go. 230k, you think, Devron? Or about you, Rygo or Gargo? What do you guys think? 250? I said 150. Am I too optimistic? Is there any point in having the hospital at this point? I guess it will be good for other diseases, so it's good that way. The population of Stockholm. I think it was 25,000 before. It is a nasty disease. We're at 114,000. So I'm only allowed to lose 40,000 more, or I'm gonna basically bust. Attracting the right people. By assisting all the son that is gonna this guy's gonna join the court. And we gain some prestige. Okay. Cool. Oh no, my money! We lost 150,000 people so far. I think 150 is too low. 170. No! You have to go? Oh, it was good talking to you. Yeah, good night. I'm happy you enjoyed the stream. Have a good one. I'll see you for the next one, alright? Take care. And good luck in Hungary. Our Chancellor reports concert region. No! Our king died. He died from disease in Stockholm. No! No! Oh, okay. Eric is still going to be the ruler. Thank God. Okay, we're still going to have the Kingdom of Norway. They just happen to have another concert right now. A really good one. Our concert is actually not that bad. It kind of sucks that he died, though. It means that we're not going to get any more kids. Eric is going to be super important. He's going to be super important. We lost the king. Yeah, have a great weekend, Georgia, if you're still here. Ah, what a shame. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. He died last month. The big kicker is if Eric dies. If Eric dies, that would be really bad. This guy's gonna get a bunch of ruler traits very early, though. He needs to survive. Veneration of relics. Yeah, we don't care. We're not gonna venerate relics. 200,000. Uh-oh. I think whoever said, well, 250k, I think. What the hell do you mean? Yes? I think he's just said yes to yes, I'm correct, the king did die. I think that's what he meant. Locations depopulating. I think, well, it's gonna be between you, Devron, and you, Rygar, about who's right. 220. Or the 230 is gonna have it, or the 250 is gonna have it. 222. I feel like it's decreasing. Got another thing. It's fine. Is the disease over? No. Noble birth. Many other families also have gained No man should be able to serve as commander of Swedish armies who's not a noble. No birth? We're not gonna agree to that. These gosh damn nobles. They are pissy now. Hopefully we're able to keep that going. Our economy. Poor economy. Yeah, they are not happy. Yikes. I do not want to have a rebellion, so I'm gonna have to reduce taxes there. They're still good. They're still good. They hate us, though. A dispute is broken out between several extremely wealthy and therefore influential merchants of Sweden. We can get some stability for some stuff. We can lose some prestige, gain some legitimacy. I don't care about that. We can gain some prestige. I would like the stability, please. Thank you. Yeah. This is not looking good. I'm gonna reduce this by quite a bit and increase this. Why am I losing so much prestige? Inner Regency, minus 0.2. It is what it is. I could call a parliament, but right now there's kind of a plague going on. 229. I think, Devron, you might be wrong. Yeah, the mother runs the country right now, unfortunately. She is better than the guy, but the reason I would like him to live at least a little bit longer is because he could pop out some more kids. And now that's not possible. We're gonna have to marry Eric off as soon as possible. 230,000. There is a chance that the disease disappears. A new heresy has appeared in Christianity. Alright. Children can have better education. I don't care about that. Hold off for now. Alright. We no longer have to do that, so... I think we stop isolate the country. I think we were more or less good. Plague is almost over. We'll have it in the Riksdag. Support a noble cabinet. We're not doing that. Increase ties, I guess. It doesn't hurt. Well, I learned that procure remedies was a mistake. If I'd done segregate people from the start, maybe the disease would have died out here and not reached Stockholm, or reached Stockholm later. And we could have gotten the hospital earlier. That would have been good. But I have learned things. Can I not research anything at this point? I cannot. Okay, so I'm stuck with research. Wait. What is that? Is this in the age of Renaissance? What am I researching right now? So I am researching scholarly treaties. Right here. In Renaissance. Oh, I'm actually able to do that? All the way up here. Okay. Or casus belli. Food production sounds pretty good. Wait. Supplies sounds good. Inquisition law. Religious laws. Okay. Loyalty of subjects does not hurt. Army morale. Yeah, we'll do that. Army initiative. And then peasant levy. Sure. And then once that is done, we'll do... the Masons. That'll be good. Alright. We got our research queued. The tech tree needs to be changed. It's terrible. Oh, you're gonna go? Oh, that's too bad, Riker. But I understand. I wish you a very happy birthday. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. And enjoy time with your family. Alright, happy birthday. Ah, that's a shame. I'm gonna play, I think, another 9 minutes. We'll play till 8:30. I think that's like a good rounding off point. Yes, Balanche de Dampierre. With the same dynasty as the English rulers, I believe. Oh, look at the English nobles. They are going ham. Kingdom of England. Oh, no, that's a Plantagenet. Dampierre is probably not a Plantagenet. How many people died? 50 million people. How many did the Ottomans lose? The Ottomans lost 300 something thousand people. Okay, so we actually came across as pretty good. Oh, where you are, it's 22:21. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty late, man. I appreciate you staying for the stream, though. Do you usually stay late? Or is that like you're staying up just for my amazing stream? Stabilizing country is pretty good. I think, though, we could do something else. Strengthening the government might be a good idea, just to kind of mash the legitimacy. New farms would be good. Just for the population growth, if nothing else. Increasing control could be good as well. Stockholm lost a lot of people. A lot of people died. Yeah, these are making far less money than they did before because there just isn't as much demand. Food is less of a problem, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Let's see. Stabilizing the country is fine and all, but I think I need to do some other things. Let's improve control. Västra Götaland would be good to control, but I don't really see that happening. I guess Småland wouldn't be terrible. Södermanland would be good as well. So do that right there. The amazing stream, thank you. I appreciate it. Not that amazing, but I do appreciate it. Profitable buildings. The big question is, do I have a lot of favors from the English now? I have 10 favors. And they would accept that and give me 130 ducats. That would be pretty amazing. What about the French? They would also give us money. 130 ducats. That would be amazing. 260 ducats. With that, I could expand my city quite a bit. Yeah, they got low food population. I have pretty high food here. Food is at plus 80. Is there a way to see population growth? There we go, population growth. Rural settlement, prosperity, cheap food here, abundant free land, large food storage in province. Yes. What about here? Yeah, the growth is at 3%. I should colonize this area here. I probably don't have the money for it though. Oh, of course, another comet! Monthly maintenance here is 1.3. Maybe I'd be very greedy if I start colonizing this at the same time. I'm feeling greedy. Yeah. And instead of new farms, why don't you develop the province of Uppland? Yeah, develop it here. Thank you. That will help. We are making very little in the way of stuff right now. Port is costing like crazy. Oh, the Stunted is pretty happy. Where's their opinion? 0 point, yeah, they're pretty pissy. Borgastondet is happy again. Good. Very nice. The tribes are pretty happy as well. Making basically nothing from them. Times it. Okay, let's see if we can actually get like a... Let's speed through here and see if we can get like another year in before we end the stream. Still making money, very slowly, but we are making money while colonizing and while, you know, increasing all that stuff. It's a good idea to produce what is lacking in the market to get more ducats. Yeah, that is true. And what is lacking right now? I guess I can see right here. These are RGOs missing employment. Buildings missing employment. Hops with needs. We are missing wheat? That is interesting, but we built a lot of wheat in Uppland, so I'm not really sure why. We're still missing fine cloth, but we have 2 of them right there. We're missing wine. Oh, that's in the Novgorodi market. I don't care about that. What I care about is the Stockholm market. Yeah, here we go. What am I missing? I have cloth already. Books, but I do have a scriptorium. Sugar. Fur. I could actually get more fur here. Might be worth it. It would mean I would be less dependent. Furniture would be good as well. I could build that in Ny Shopping. Is this a town? Ny Shopping? No, it is not. It most definitely is not a town. Because, I mean, there's only so much I can do in Stockholm, right? There's a building limit. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, fully staffed building levels. So I've consumed a little bit of it. While this, I have all the building limit I want. Fishing, but we have workers here. So if we were to... Values, we don't care about that. Economy, markets. We're importing gold, we're importing jewels, dyes, all that different stuff. Okay. Where do you see needs? Here in goods. Okay. And there we have a huge oversupply of this stuff. We have an undersupply of this stuff. But building a furniture building. How much would this cost? 50. We do not have 50 ducats. Alright. That's why we don't have it. It is 8:30. This is when I was going to end the stream. Not a lot of people joined in the stream. I'm not sure how many people will be watching the stream after it's done. But Devron, Rygar is gone now, but Rygar and Giorgio, as well as the other people like Mikael and Mattia, who did say hello and did speak a tiny bit. I appreciate you joining the stream. For any lurkers in the stream, hello. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed streaming quite a bit. And I will be continuing this specific campaign. Yeah, no one wants to work. In the future, I will be streaming this in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Devron. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate chatting with you. It was very fun. I will be continuing the Ottoman playthrough. The next episode is going to come out on Monday or Tuesday. I will be uploading those twice a week. And I will be uploading the streams every other Saturday. So I will be having both of these campaigns run simultaneously. Oh, hello, Mikael. Good luck, have fun. Thank you so much. Nice of you to drop on by at the end there. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I upload content 5 days a week. Europa Universalis 5. 2 of those times. And then streams every other week. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Goodbye, everyone.